People expected Erika Kirk, Charlie's own wife, to be the loudest voice demanding justice. But instead, she's attacking the only person fighting for answers. Why would a grieving widow stay silent, move on instantly, and try to shut down the investigation into her husband's death? Unless she already knows the truth. People were waiting for Erika Kirk to finally respond after weeks of Candace Owens fighting for Charlie. But the moment Erika spoke up, everything flipped. Instead of joining the fight for answers, she accused Candace of using Charlie's name for attention, even saying Candace faked medical documents just to boost her own career. Many viewers were already suspicious of Erika. They remembered the dramatic tears she forced out at Charlie's memorial and how she completely avoided speaking up once Candace started asking questions. But this took everything to a level no one expected. Because if anyone should be demanding justice, it's Erika, Charlie's wife. She's the person who lost the most. The one raising his children. The one who stood beside him for years. Naturally, people expected her to be the loudest voice. The one pushing for answers, the one refusing to let the case go cold. But instead, she has been silent, cold, almost distant. And that silence speaks louder than any speech she gave on stage. There are now claims that the evidence doesn't support the simple story the public was first told. It points to a planned act, not a random tragic moment. People are whispering that Charlie's death was orchestrated, and that those responsible are already cleaning up the mess to protect themselves. Meanwhile, Erika is moving on like nothing ever happened. That shift in behavior made a lot of people step back and ask, why isn't the grieving widow seeking justice? Most wives would be demanding the truth, fighting investigators, holding press conferences, searching for any clue that would lead to an arrest. But instead, Erika is attacking the person who is doing all of that, Candace Owens. And here's where it sinks even deeper into darkness. Rumors are spreading that Erika might have known something was going to happen to Charlie, that she wasn't surprised, that she may have even helped pave the way. These accusations sound wild at first, but then people point to moments that suddenly make a lot more sense. Take Charlie's memorial. The public assumed Candace didn't attend because she was grieving privately. But now multiple reports say Erika removed Candace's name from the guest list. Why? Because Candace started questioning the official narrative. Because she wasn't buying the quick and neat story the media was selling. That alone made people's alarms go off. Why block the one person demanding answers? Why shut out a close friend who worked with Charlie for years? The only logical reason would be she has something to hide. The internet didn't miss this. They started digging, watching her every move, comparing how she behaved when Charlie was alive to how she acts now. Some noticed that the tears at the memorial looked forced. Her speech sounded like a performance. Her reactions felt rehearsed, and the strangest part? Just days later, not weeks, not months, but days after losing her husband, she was suddenly cheerful again. Filming podcasts, wearing makeup, doing TV appearances, announcing new plans and projects like she was stepping into a spotlight, not mourning a tragedy. People were left asking, where is the heartbreak? Where is the anger? Where is the justice? And if Erika isn't looking for answers, does that mean she already knows them? Those questions led to even darker theories. Some believe Erika was promised something in exchange for cooperation, money, power, a platform, a new future without Charlie. Others think she was pressured into staying silent. Whether she's a willing participant or a scared one, nobody knows yet. But one thing is clear, her behavior isn't normal. It doesn't match the situation. And every decision she has made since Charlie died has raised even more suspicion. Instead of joining the fight for truth, Erika is trying to silence it. Instead of comforting her children, she's building a brand. Instead of standing on the side of justice, she is standing on the opposite side of Candace, the only person chasing real answers. So now the world is left wondering, is Erika grieving? Or acting a widow? Or an accomplice? Victim or villain? The deeper people look into this case, the more it seems like Charlie's death wasn't the end of a story, but the beginning of a conspiracy far bigger than anyone realized. And Erika's role in it? That still remains a chilling mystery. Then there was Erika's behavior on stage. The speech, the teary act that didn't look real, the way she clung onto Donald Trump. Even he looked uncomfortable. She was trying so hard to cry that it almost looked like a performance, not pain. She stood there saying, "I forgive the man who killed my husband." And the crowd cheered, but many watching felt something was off. A week later, instead of mourning or staying close to her kids, she was laughing on camera, doing podcasts, media appearances, and talking about future projects like everything was normal. People couldn't help asking, how do you go from emotional widow to influencer mode in 7 days? How are you ready for TV faster than you're ready to confront how your husband died? Why aren't you more concerned about your children who just lost their dad? And while everyone grieves differently, that's true, the issue isn't that Erika is smiling or trying to move on. It's that she has shown zero interest in uncovering the truth. Candace has brought forward evidence, witnesses, and serious claims, all pointing toward foul play. But Erika? Silence, deflection, accusations. So now, people are starting to wonder if we're watching a real tragedy or a scripted act. Because the more time passes, the more Charlie's death looks like something much bigger, and Erika seems determined to keep it buried. Some people even believe Erika helped push Candace out completely. Rumor has it, Erika was involved in getting that gag order placed on Candace, the one that suddenly stopped her from talking about Charlie's death. Meanwhile, Candace has been focused on Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie. She claims Tyler still insists he's innocent. According to her, he says he has never stepped foot on the UVU campus. His family also says the story about his parents recognizing him and turning him in is completely made up. They have no idea where the media got that from, but it wasn't them. Candace came forward with new information and said she had to share it immediately before something bad happens. She says she has verified her source but cannot reveal who it is yet. According to her, Tyler is not suicidal. That part of the story is false. The government's entire narrative about his mental state is fiction, the confession. Story about his father turning him in is also false, Tyler continues to say he has never been on that campus. The only real thing the FBI has is that the gun belongs to Tyler. Candace also claims the Discord messages the government says Tyler wrote were not written by him, and she emphasizes again, no photos, no videos, nothing that proves Tyler was there. The only image released is a blurry shape. One Tyler's family says doesn't even look like him. She calls the official version of events a federal setup. These statements have shaken people online. Many now question if the FBI is hiding what really happened to Charlie. Then Candace dropped even more. She shared a screenshot of a group chat from just 2 days before Charlie was killed. There were 9 people in the conversation, including Charlie and Rob McCoy. She says she might reveal the other names later. In the messages, Charlie wrote, "Just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year, because we won't cancel Tucker. I cannot and will not be bullied like this. I'm thinking of inviting Candace." Someone in the chat warned him not to, saying it might feel good for a moment but wouldn't be smart long term. Charlie pushed back, saying the donors were acting exactly like the stereotypes they were afraid of, and that he might have to leave the pro-Israel cause entirely because he refused to be bullied. Candace pointed out that this was just 48 hours before Charlie was assassinated. And according to her, he wasn't backing down. Not in private messages, not in meetings, not anywhere. She believes these messages show he was under serious pressure. And that pressure wasn't coming from random strangers. It was coming from powerful people. Candace didn't stop at the first set of leaks. She even mentioned one more name from that group chat, Josh Hammer, just to prove how real the conversation was. Then she told her audience to really think about what they're seeing. For weeks, people accused her of lying, exaggerating, or trying to stir drama. But now that the evidence is public, she wants everyone to question why the truth was ignored for so long. She pointed out something strange. If Charlie was being pressured by powerful donors, why are only people like her, Tucker Carlson, and Megyn Kelly speaking up about it? Why aren't Charlie's own colleagues, the ones still hosting Turning Point shows, standing up to defend him? Why won't they call out the donors who allegedly made his final weeks so difficult? To Candace, that silence is a major red flag. She suggested that the same donors who tried to control Charlie might now be controlling the people who should be honoring him. She called it suspicious, extremely suspicious. Then she dropped another bombshell. She says 3 separate people told her, 2 in writing, that the day before he died, Charlie said he feared he was going to be killed. He didn't tell that directly to Candace, but he told others. And she's hoping those people will now step forward and say it publicly. Her message was clear. If Charlie feared for his life, who did he think was coming for him? And according to her, this is no longer just speculation. It's testimony waiting to go public. Then Candace returned to the case against Tyler Robinson, pointing out more details that don't add up. The FBI claims Tyler killed Charlie, yet less than an hour later, he was seen casually eating at Dairy Queen around 6:38 p.m. Candace emphasized, he was wearing the exact same clothes the FBI says he wore during the crime, a maroon shirt and jeans. Nothing hidden. Nothing changed. He didn't seem panicked or in a rush to escape. No, typical behavior of someone who supposedly committed a high-profile killing. Candace says this photo of Tyler spread quickly after neighbors shared it around town, eventually landing in her inbox multiple times. When she showed the image, she asked, "Does this look like someone who just murdered a national political figure? Why would he go get ice cream? Why is he dressed exactly the same?" She says the timeline doesn't make sense, and neither does his behavior. Candace kept pointing out how unusual Tyler's behavior was that day. He wasn't hiding. He wasn't scared. He was walking around in the same half-changed outfit the FBI claims he wore during the attack, still showing his face. No rush, no panic. Just a casual Dairy Queen stop like nothing happened. Candace argued that if someone had really just carried out a planned public killing, they wouldn't be calmly eating ice cream only 17 minutes away from the crime scene. And if the FBI says he was still babysitting the rifle around that time, then how was he spotted across town? She also pointed out, if he drove a Dodge Challenger, why isn't there tons of camera footage tracking that car? Why would someone with no criminal record suddenly commit murder, and then relax like it was a normal evening? To Candace, nothing about that timeline adds up. Then she revealed something even more shocking, footage showing two unknown men tampering with the crime scene. The clip shows a man pulls out Charlie's chair. He stands on it inside the active crime scene. He removes the camera that was directly above where Charlie sat. He appears to take out the SIM card. Destroying potential evidence, Candace asked the obvious question. Since when are random civilians allowed to touch evidence at a murder scene? Her take, this wasn't a random civilian. This person was doing exactly what he was told to do, removing key proof, fast. And then there was the biggest contradiction of all. The FBI said Charlie was shot from a rooftop sniper position, but Candace claims that's impossible. She says, it was close-range a rifle bullet at that angle would have exited through the neck a sniper shot would have passed through and potentially hit several more people, yet there was no exit wound according to her. The bullet stayed in Charlie's neck, meaning the FBI's version is false. So now, the public has two completely different stories. Candace's version, a planned, close-range assassination with a cover-up. The official version, a lone shooter firing from a distance. Quickly caught, and the more details come out, the more people are starting to wonder, if the truth is simple, why does the official story keep falling apart? Candace also explained exactly where the bullet fragment was found inside Charlie's body. She says she verified this from multiple sources and has been holding on to the information for over a week. The fragment was located near the center of his back, almost in line with the shoulder blade and spine. That detail matters because it helps show the direction the bullet traveled. According to Candace, the shot entered from the front but never exited, something that wouldn't happen from a far-off rooftop sniper shot, especially with a rifle. Then things escalated even further. Candace's claims became so widespread that Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu, personally responded. He called the accusations that Israel or its donors were involved in Charlie's death completely false and outrageous. He said, "Someone created a massive lie. That lie spread fast. Charlie loved Israel and supported the Jewish community." He had even written to Netanyahu months ago. Netanyahu insisted Israel had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. But instead of calming the situation, the denial made people even more suspicious. If the claim was truly ridiculous, why address it twice? Meanwhile, supporters started worrying for Candace's safety. If Charlie, a major political figure, could be silenced, what would stop the same people from coming after her next? And instead of backing her up, Erika seemed to be working against her. Rumor has it Erika called Candace privately and accused her of forging documents. It's all to push a false narrative that Israeli donors ordered Charlie's assassination. Some believe Erika may have been promised money or a future position in exchange for protecting powerful people after Charlie's death. Of course, that part is speculation, but it's a theory spreading fast. Social media is on fire over this entire situation. Comments online say things like, "Candace Owens is acting more heartbroken than Charlie's own wife." I can't wait to see Candace expose her. Erika will be last. You can feel it. People are now asking the big question, is Erika just grieving differently, or is she hiding something? Could she actually be involved in what happened to Charlie? Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Erika confronted Candace because she's innocent, or because she's scared of the truth getting out? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want more on this story, make sure you tap the next video, because it only gets messier from here.